Welcome to my kitchen. I am so glad that you are here, and yeah, we're gonna get started cooking if that's okay. So, actually, if you're new here, my name is Kristen, and my sisters and I, we love sharing Instant Pot recipes every single Sunday and now Thursdays. I've started going live on Thursdays, and I really enjoy doing it. It's not as professional as my normal videos, but I feel like I can get to know you a little bit better and you can get to know me a little bit better. Hi, Maggie. How are you? How are you guys doing? Um, we will get to questions in just a little bit. I'll try and remember that one. I clean my rubbery ring. Yes, I do. But yeah, well, let's get started. I am making Instant Pot stuffed pepper soup. Now, I love to make stuffed peppers in my Instant Pot. If you haven't done it yet, search on YouTube stuffed peppers, Six Sister stuff. You'll find that recipe. I really like it, but my kids only eat the inside of the stuffed peppers, if you know what I'm talking about. Yes, my husband too. It happens. They don't love just eating a lot of pepper. So with this recipe, the peppers are chopped up and it just tastes a whole lot better. So that's what we're making today. Real fast, before we get started, I put a poll out there on the community tab, and a lot of you wanted a dump and go recipe. So that's why we're doing dump and go today. But also a lot of you wanted some healthy recipes too. So this is a healthier dump and go recipe. So I hope you like it. It's low in carbs, a lot of comments about that one. So yeah, let's make this stuffed pepper soup. Okay, I'm sure you guys can see everything. Sorry, we're adjusting as we go. Here we go. I'm getting slumped down a little. Okay. All right, so I pushed the little saute button. There we go. About maybe 5 minutes ago or so. So this is starting to get nice and hot. So I'm just gonna add about 2 teaspoons of olive oil. I never measure my olive oil. As long as it kind of covers the bottom, you should be good. Okay, then I cut up an onion. I'm only gonna use half an onion right now. And then you can hear me over this. This is a teaspoon of garlic. There we go. Okay, and we're just gonna saute this for just a little bit. I feel like I'm like really far down here. That's okay. And I know this gets loud, so hopefully you can hear me over this. All right, I feel like my head is off. I'm gonna switch around just a little bit. And you guys, thanks so much for joining my lives. I'm so glad you come, and we just kind of cook together on Thursdays because really during all this COVID stuff, I just needed something else. I'm like, I'm just gonna start cooking. And then dinner is done on Thursdays and I don't have to worry about stuff. So that's what I've been working on lately. Okay, here we go. Now usually, if you can hear me, usually you'd wait a few minutes to let the onions get really soft, but we're just gonna continue on. Okay, I did cheat. So after these take about 5 minutes to cook through, then you'd usually add your meat and brown your meat in with it. But because I'm gonna save a few minutes, I already browned it. Don't be mad at me. I did it on the stovetop, but you can easily do it in your Instant Pot just at the same time your onions are going. So I'm just gonna dump that in. We'll pretend that I sauteed it in the Instant Pot. So this is 2 pounds of, I had a lot of people wanting some ground beef recipes. Now, my 13-year-old daughter, she struggles with ground beef. So this is ground turkey, but you could easily use ground beef. And it's stuck. There we go. It's coming. Just don't want it to spill all over my ground. There we go. Almost done. There we go. Okay. Hopefully that will make it a little quieter. There we go. Oh, there we go. You can hear me. There we go. Okay, so usually you'll just brown your meat in here until you can do it until it's all the way cooked through, or if there's just a little bit of pink, that's okay because it's going to cook in the Instant Pot too. So We'll just let it be. Okay, if you can see this, onions are mixed, meat ready to go. It calls for 2 pounds, so it's a lot of meat. So if you don't want that much meat, you can easily just do 1 pound. Okay, moving on. So this is, I like this because it has a little bit of vegetables in it along with the meat too. So we're gonna add 3 peppers. I cut these up so you didn't have to see me cut because, you know, I'm not the best at cutting. I'm a mom. I never went to school for it, so I cut really bad. But anyway, 3 peppers. Different colors, you can add whatever you want. My family does not love green peppers, so I don't use a lot of those. So red and yellow is our favorite here. Next, we're gonna add like 2 to 3 cups of chopped cauliflower. Now, if you don't like the cauliflower rice, you can easily add in just normal rice, but I really like the cauliflower. My kids can't really tell a difference. And again, I cheated and I just used my teeth. Sorry. 2 to 3 cups of this. I love how it's already pre-cut because chopping cauliflower is great. It just takes a lot of time and I don't have a ton of time. So that's my excuse for that one. Okay. Now, so this doesn't get any burned on the bottom, we're gonna add 4 cups of beef broth. There we go. That will stop our noise. Oh, now you can hear me again. That's wonderful. Okay. I love buying these because it's automatically 4 cups. I don't have to measure anything. I just dump it all in. Okay. Next, we're going to add a can of green chilies. I love green chilies and I love it with peppers. So throw in one of those in too. Okay. See, so now I have 1 can of tomato sauce, if you love tomato sauce. And if you guys are just joining us right now, we're making stuffed peppered soup. So if you missed the beginning, you can always go back and watch it. But yeah, we're just glad to have you here. I love cooking. I love cooking with you guys. You're the best. Then we have some fire roasted tomatoes. Now, sometimes it's a little hard, at least right now, to find certain things. So fire roasted tomatoes were super hard to find in my grocery store. So I got crushed tomatoes. Usually if you don't want fire roasted, you could just use diced tomatoes, but I'm using crushed and my kids won't even feel the chunks. Win-win for everyone, right? And then we're just gonna add a 1/2 cup of coconut milk. So this makes it nice and creamy, but without all the calories of like cream. So I'm just gonna add about 1/2 cup here. And right. Okay, then we just need a few spices. So we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of oregano on top. Now this is getting really full. Like we are getting almost to the full line. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. And then 1 teaspoon of basil. Love adding the seasonings in there. And then just kind of salt and pepper to taste, however you guys like. The good thing is you can always add more seasoning when it's done cooking. A lot of people are like, it's so bland, it's so bland. Add seasoning when it's done. So then you will know how much you need to add and how much you don't need to add. So, all right, I think I got all my stuff. Okay, I think we're good. We're just gonna mix this together. If you can see, I am like right at the top. There is enough liquid in here that it will pressurize without burning, which is my favorite, but also is not super, super thin. So it'll be good. I'm excited. All right, you guys wanna hear a crazy story? I usually don't tell stories, but you know, it's a Thursday, I can tell stories. So today I went for my walk. Now I am an early riser. I wake up every day at like 5 a.m. because that's when I can get the most done with my day. So I wake up at 5, I go to the gym, then I come home, send my 13-year-old off to school, and then I hurry and take the dog for a walk before I have to get the other kids up and going out for elementary. So taking the dog for a walk, and it's only like, we go for a mile. So I'm on my way home, about 1/4 mile left, and up close to my house, I'm watching, and there is this truck coming. And, you know, that's a normal thing. People are alive and moving at that time. And the truck is coming, and he swerved and hit a mailbox, and then he totally flipped on the side of, on the driver's side. So his car is like halfway turned, not all the way flipped, but just halfway. So on where he was driving, the driver's side is smashed against the ground. And I'm just sitting there like, did this really happen? So I'm booking it as fast as I can. Like, oh my gosh, I hope they're okay. So I'm running. The other people are coming as they're driving, and they stopped, and so they beat me to see if he was there. I still had about a quarter of a mile. You know, my sprint is not as fast as it used to be. But anyways, got to the car, and he's okay. As I was like getting close, he had opened the passenger side, the driver had, and he pulled himself out, because I mean the passenger side is literally in the air. So he pulled himself out and he jumped out, and he was shaking, but he was totally fine. So I was grateful. So everyone else kind of left, and I kind of just like stayed on the side of the road. Just, I knew his mom was coming, so I was just waiting for his mom to get there. And it was the cutest thing. Like, as soon as he saw his mom, he just ran over to her and gave her a giant hug. And it was so cute. It made my heart, like, I even got teary-eyed. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. But made me grateful for a few things. One, grateful for my kids. I'm grateful that they are safe, but also, number two, grateful that my oldest is just 13 and I don't have to worry about the stress of them driving yet, because that stresses me out just a little bit. Curious if you have older kids, if that gives you as much stress as I think it's going to give me. But anyways, he was totally fine, and everyone was okay, and he walked away from it. But random stories of my walk. Usually my day is pretty chill, but that one, it was an adventure today. So anyways, okay, let's cook this, shall we? Ooh, made a mess. Okay, so because you've already cooked the meat, we're just gonna do the pressure cook. There it is. Oh, pause 1 sec. We need to push cancel because the saute button's on. Now we can push pressure cook. Because everything is pretty much already cooked, I would say cook it for about 7 minutes, because 6 or 7, because it is thick. It's gonna take a while to cook. So we're gonna cook for 7 minutes, let it sit here for a little bit. And yeah, so this is my Instant Pot Duo Nova, so I don't have to turn the little knob. But if you do have a knob, make sure it's turned to ceiling. Okay, I'm gonna answer any questions really quick. I had one person ask, do you clean your ceiling ring? Yes, I do. So it's pretty easy to pull out. I wash it with soap and water, and then I just carefully put it back in. You just wanna make sure you put it in correctly so it's nice and snug. Okay, question of the day. When is your new Six Sister Stuff Instant Pot cookbook coming out? So it was supposed to come out the week of Thanksgiving, but our publisher contacted us about 2 weeks ago and let us know, they're like, hey, with COVID and all that crazy stuff, everything is back ordered. So we are hoping it's here before Christmas. We should know in the next week or two. Ugh. Yep, that's the situation that we're in. I mean, no one's fault, just dang COVID and dang all that fun stuff. So it's okay. So that's the situation with the Instant Pot book. You can still pre-order it. Those that pre-order, we are going to be offering something special. It's almost done, and so that will be coming out in the next week or two. Let's see, should we natural release or quick release this? Okay, because it is so thick, I quick release almost everything. I know that goes against what a lot of people say and think, but usually dinner's done, I'm ready to go. So just be careful because it is so full. If you do a quick release, there's a possibility it will spray. So just, if you do quick release, just realize that is a possibility. What is the name of the new cookbook? It's called Instant Cooking with Six Sister Stuff. So if you go to Amazon and go type in Instant Cooking or Instant Pot Cookbook from Six Sisters, it will pop up. So it's still in pre-order. It says it's January 5th that it's coming. It's supposed to be before that. So we're really hoping and praying it's before Christmas. Please, more chicken recipes and freezer meals, more vegetarian recipes too. So you can turn this one to vegetarian. Don't use beef broth, just use vegetable broth. Yes, so November, December, we're gonna hit more of like fun foods you can make for the holidays. But as soon as Christmas is over, we're gonna jump into some really healthy ones. On Thursdays, I might do some healthy ones because you can only eat so much crap throughout the week and you're ready for something healthy. So that's kind of how that's going. Okay. January 5th is my birthday. Happy birthday on January 5th, Matthew. I'm excited for the new cookbook too. You guys, it is my favorite. This is our 10th cookbook. And I finally convinced them that we need an Instant Pot one. So excited to have an Instant Pot cookbook. Plant-based immerse, love your channel. Thank you. Thank you so much for coming and supporting. You guys really are so great. I love seeing all these comments and just hanging out with me while we cook. So, all right. I have about 2 more minutes, and then I got to go pick up my daughter from preschool. There's a reason I do it Thursdays at 1. So then I have some peace and quiet. Do your other sisters cook? Yes, they do. So I actually run the YouTube channel, and my other sisters, they run a lot of other things. So we have large social media channels, and so a sister's kind of in charge of that. Some sisters are in charge of, why can't I think right now? We have a meal plan that we do. So it's like an app where we literally show you, okay, get these recipes, and you can put them right into your shopping list if you use Walmart, or you can download the shopping list. So anyways, we have one sister run that. One sister runs sponsors. One, because our blog, we're still putting recipes on our blog every week, not just Instant Pot. We have a lot of sisters in charge of that too. So all my sisters, we're all cooking, and yeah, we love it. How old is your daughter? My oldest daughter is 13. I actually have 4 daughters, lots of girls, lots of girls. So, okay. I don't see any more questions. Are you on every Thursday? Yes. This is my 4th Thursday in a row. Pretty proud of that right now. So every Thursday at 1 o'clock, I'm going to start making recipes for you. So try and jump on if you want to watch the recipe, and then I'll kind of talk a little bit after. Just so you can get to know me a little bit better, and so I can get to know you guys and exactly what you want. So that is my next question. I did do a poll on Instagram, on the community tab, not Instagram, on YouTube, excuse me. But I'm curious what you guys really want from me. Like, YouTube shows me what you guys want, but I'm curious what you actually want. Do you like the freezer meals? Do you want more healthy? Do you want more holiday? I'm curious. I'm really curious of what would work best for you guys. So, all right. Can I use chopped chicken for this? You bet. Throw in some chicken. Super easy. If it's not cooked, make sure you cook it for about 20 minutes or so, or you can chop it up. Like you said, chop chicken about 7 to 8 minutes, and you should be fine. Holiday and healthy, right? You have to enjoy your good recipes, but you can be healthy at the same time. I feel you on that. All right. Gluten-free, healthy freezer meals. We're working on a healthy freezer meals. We'll film in December, and then we'll get ready for January. So actually, I think end of December is when we'll have healthy freezer meals coming out. Okay. Do you recommend using the air fryer lid for the Instant Pot? I'll be honest, I don't use it very much. My goal in January is to try and get more recipes with the air fryer lid. For me, I know how to work the Instant Pot really, really well. The air fryer lid it's still really new to me. So I'm getting more comfortable with it, and hopefully I'll be able to get it down so I can share with you guys more recipes on that. Let's see, do you notice the texture difference from frozen versus de-thawed chicken? Frozen seems to come out more tender. I agree, frozen does come out more tender to me. I usually tend to use frozen in almost everything because it doesn't go bad. It stays in my freezer, and when I'm ready for food, I just throw it on in. Baby foods. Yes, I have seen some baby foods. I probably won't do it here on my channel, but on Pinterest, there's tons of baby foods in Instant Pot. I would go check out some of that. Mostly because my oldest is going to turn 4, so we just don't need baby foods right now. I'm trying to read as quickly as I can. Do I know how to cook rabbit? No, but if you go to Mr. B, thank you, Mr. B. Awesome. Let's see, cook rabbit. If we have a Facebook group, it's called Instant Pot Recipes on Facebook. And there's like 500,000 people on there. And there are a lot of people who cook like deer and rabbit and squirrel and all kinds of stuff. So I would suggest asking that question on there. You might get people that are like, you're horrible, that kind of stuff. But just ignore those ones. But the people that do cook those kinds of things, they are very, very helpful. Tell me the name of the recipe book again, asking for a friend. So it's called Instant Cooking from Six Sister Stuff. So on Amazon, just type in Instant Pot cookbook, Six Sister stuff, and it will come up. So, okay, you guys, I gotta go get my daughter from preschool because, you know, mom life, that's how it works here. But again, Mr. B, thank you so much for the $15. I appreciate it. And yeah, if you guys have any other questions, you can ask them down below in the comments, or you can go over to our Facebook group and ask any questions there. People are so helpful there. So, all right, I hope you have a wonderful day. Happy Thursday. I'll see you later. Bye.